Well, welcome to the Bhullar Memorial Cup from Marysville ground, about 20 miles outside of Columbus, Ohio. Team 22 yards of batting, and then up against the Punjab Blues. So Babu is going to open with a bit of spin here. Down the leg side. This time he drops it.
Hello guys.
This time he drops it right on the length and on the wicket. Close call there. Joined in the booth here by the founder of the tournament. Babu into ball again. This time it's picked up. Single to leg. Beautiful outfield here in Ohio. Farm country. It's quite overcast, there's a little cross breeze. Nice cool weather, ideal for cricket. It's a beautiful field. The wicket itself is a little spongy around the edges. There's been quite a lot of rain over the last couple of days, but it should dry out as the day progresses. And there is 6 runs right down the wicket. Great shot. So Babu 7 off this over so far. As we come in on the screenshots here. Same again. 2 sixes in a row. This time Babu came around the wicket to try and get more of an angle, but didn't have the desired effect. So 13 off this over so far. Babu is a US player. Ball's a little short this time and cut down to the off. Probably for a couple of runs. Doesn't go for 4. Cut off before the boundary. No, it's 4 runs there. So 17 runs off Babu in this first over. I had time to chat to him yesterday. He's part of he started Ranji cricket at a very early age before coming to the United States, and has made it into the US team after this event. To go to Los Angeles for the US training camp prior to Oman. So he's getting some invaluable experience here against hard hitters. So we'll be bowling from one end here. Quite spongy at the other end. So Ali, the new bowler. So that actually saves time in field settings. It's something that was pioneered by American college cricket. Try and get 3 T20 games a day in. We started today at 10 o'clock, so we'll only be playing 2 games here today. So Ali to come in with his first bowler. So Punjab Blues have opened with a spin attack in this game, knowing that the West Indian batsmen love their fast bowling. That's wide down the offside. Anything off the mat's going to be called a no ball. And so we started with spinner, and now we're on with a quick. Both coming in on the same end. I think the crop behind in the field is soybean, and lots of land here. It's just really a pleasure after Los Angeles to see open space and beautiful farmlands. So Ali coming in for his second one. Little tickle down there to the leg. A couple of runs there. The score moves on to 19. You get a feed from so each of the teams here have their own tent, 22 yards over to the left, and you can see in the distance there the Punjab Blues tent, and then we come again wide down the leg side there. And I think these will be judged wides when it's signalled. Yeah, there'll be 2 wides there. But the bowler's having a hard time dropping it on a length at the moment. The game coming to you from the MCG, Marysville Cricket Ground, 20 miles outside of Columbus, Ohio. And it's been a tremendous effort to put the second Memorial game on. We come again. Now we're on a length. Ali finally finds his line and length after a couple of balls. They played this game last year during COVID, actually, when you can see it's in Ohio, it's not such a problem as it was in Los Angeles to play cricket. A lot of open space. But it's the first time they've broadcast this tournament, and it's been sanctioned by the United States Cricketers Association, ICC approved. Lovely shot. Offside, quick. We have a run out. Beautiful piece of fielding there by number 11. That was the turnaround the Punjab Blues needed, because they're having a hard time getting in on a length there. Come right on this. Nice. Here we go with the replay. So at this level of the game, you can't afford just to take an amble single. You really have to run fast either end. I think that's one lesson learned already in today's game. So 22 yards. Yeah. 22 yards. Have 20 up with 1 wicket down now. 3 balls to go in this over after the 2 wides. Great presence of mind there by number 11. As the new batsman sets. Beautiful ball. Going through fast on the outside. Ali's found his line and length. Punjab Blues chatting quite a bit in the outfield, trying to psych themselves up for a tough match. This one's pulled short on the leg side. There's not much in the way of bounce on this pitch, so stay well below shoulder height. Ali can get back on the length there, on the line to hit it right. It's pretty chilly out there, so that's probably part of it. Slams that one down right into the torso of the batsman. Finishes off the over. Nice economical over by Ali there. So 2 overs gone. Score at about 22 for 1. Run out by number 11. Babu's taking himself off. He's the captain today, number 10, and then
Bowler name?
In comes 13. Akis is the bowler.
Sankit.
That's Sankit. Sankit is the bowler. It looks as though it'll be a fast bowler, but we'll see. Okay, so we're at 2 overs, 45 for 1. So there's some quick scoring here. Sankit comes in to try and staunch the flow here. Lovely shot to the offside. And it's 4 runs. So that's 49. So we're coming up on 50 here in the 4th over. So we have a scoring rate of over 10 and over. So Punjab needs to. So Sankit is coming to Oshie, the batsman. Again, it's picked up. Will be 4, will be 6. Bounces on the damp outfield there, so it'll be just a couple. But that's 51 now for 1 wicket. So 22 yards are really picking up some steam here with their batting. Lovely shot again on the offside. Nice cut down there. Just a single. Quite a lesson in stroke play here by Ankit there at the end. It's a short ball and it's hooked down to leg there. Stopped just on the boundary as they make a couple of runs. So we need to get some consistent bowling here by the Punjab Blues. They're having a hard time dropping this ball on a length at the moment. Anything that's bounced really just tees up for the batsman, so it takes away one of the options of the fast bowler. Bit of a dead wicket. Again a bit short and clubbed again to over mid on to for 4 runs, for 6 runs. That's a sixer.
Who hit the 6? Who hit the 6? Who hit the 6?
Yeah, cannot leave us that 6. So I've seen some very crisp hitting here by the West Indian batsman. Flew in yesterday from the islands, and they'll be playing in Michigan and Washington after this. Another shot to mid-on there, mid-off rather. And that's the end of a somewhat expensive over. So Babu needs to find a bowler that can tie the rampant batsman up a bit. Number 8. Just making sure his field is set. Still on the power play, so we've only got 2 fielders out on the 30-yard circle. Ali bowls straighten on the off, good ball there. Actually got it to lift a little bit as well. Slams it down on length and a bit of a misfield there, allowing a single. The pitch, the outfield is a little bumpy, and there with a little patch here that is quite muddy, just inside the boundary. So the score now 41 for 1, 3.2 overs bowled. Canal on 27 and Xavier Marshall on 8. Xavier facing. Xavier's been a perennial performer for the US. He's had a lot of CPL experience now as well, so I doubt he'll probably be headed to Los Angeles after this game for the camp, US camp. US are preparing to go to Doha, where they'll play Oman in September. So there's Ali into Xavier Marshall. Tries to tempt him there with an excellent ball. Xavier picks it up. Lays it back defensively, which is what the Punjab Blues need more of. Ali bowling very well so far this over. Slams it down. Marshall picks that one up. And it just gets over the boundary for 4. He organised the tournament, signals forward. The score moves on to 46 for 1. on the leg side. That'll be a wide. Score moves on to 4th for 1. Still, the boundary wasn't given. Tries to slam it down for a bumper, and it's hit for very hard for the leg side. And Ali not getting any bounce out of this wicket. Sorry, I went for 6, even better. But if you're both short, you will be punished by Xavier. He's got the height, he's got the reach, and the power to take you over the boundary in time.
I'll help you. Can I help you?
Yeah, great. So Xavier on 8 and Kennard now on 35. He's batting very efficiently. Naveen comes in again and gets hit on the leg side there a little bit. Just a single. These batsmen just doing a good job of rotating strike, keeping the momentum. That's what you need to do in the T20 games. Punjab Blues trying a lot of bowlers here to try and staunch the flow of the runs. They haven't found one yet, so Naveen's showing some promise of being able to staunch them. We'll see what happens in the next 4. It was close. Xavier just hit all around that ball, head up in the air. In his own mind, I think he's scored a 6. Nice full length ball there. Xavier punches it down on the onside for just a single. Brings up Kennard. Drops it a little short this time, and Kennard spots it right away and hits 4. Cuts it for 4 onto the offside boundary. So the score moves on to 56 for 1. Xavier Marshall now in double figures at 15, and Cannon moves on to 36. In Los Angeles, there were several 50s. There was in just one century, which is with the Pakistan opening batsman Asif. So it'll be interesting to see whether we get a 50 coming up. Lovely shot on the onside, straight to the fielder though. A good effort by Naveen, but still score rate is over 10 and over. It's actually 11 at the moment. So Punjab Blues still looking for the bowling combination that will slow down the run rate.
Left arm spin going on. 60. A beautiful shot. It's clear to for 6. Long ball. Beautifully hit by the batsman. Another nicely fielded, almost on the boundary, a single run. Takes the score to 65 for 1 for the fall of 1 wicket. Right in the batsman's, the bowling is the ball is kind of toying in the batsman's hand. Hit a beautiful 6 right over the mid off, long off region. Takes the score to 71 for 1 in 5.4 overs, 8.4 overs. Seems like a batsman's pitch. It's got an even bounce. Nicely played, I think. Mid off, fielded by the batsman.
Thanks, Mark. That's my friend Mark Sood, who came here with me from Los Angeles, and we've known each other many years. Nice little cut there. Score now 71 for 1. 22 yards are really picking up the pace here a bit. With Kennard now on 45 and Xavier on 30, so he's really been picking up the score. It's a beautiful 60 here just back there. It almost bounced off the granary silo behind us. It's a little exaggeration. There's at least 2 baseball fields behind us, but definitely a beautiful shot. Certainly the 10th across the way here, which is over 22 yards. Brilliant. Players really appreciated that shot. So Xavier is certainly making a mark if he's going to be going to the camp for the US team. And now Bhullar.
So the Blues really do need a wicket at this point to try and stop the flow of runs. .22 has at least 10 international players on side, including Mohammad Asif, who I had a nice chat with earlier today. He's been in the US now for 10 years, but still playing a lot of cricket, and he was telling me he's off to Michigan and Washington DC after this series of matches over the next 3 days. Just headed off at the boundary there by number 11, nice piece of fielding. Just flown from the islands yesterday, number 11. So Xavier on 20 and Kenan on 45. Score moves on to 73 for 1 and 6.1 overs. Lovely onside shot there, and it's over the boundary all the way for 4 runs. So Kennard, that was on Xavier, so he moves on to, should be moving on to 25. Score moves on to 77 for 1. Naveen tagged on that one. Slams it down again, and another 4 runs by the looks of it on the offside. Just crossed the boundary. So Kennard brings up his 50. He's now at 53. Yeah, Kennard. Yeah.
22 balls.
So 53 runs and 22 balls. So he's hitting it what 200%, right? 240 strike rate, which is remarkable. And so we're seeing quite a powerful batting performance here by Kennard. Can we bring it up to 100? He's certainly got the overs to do it. And that is out. So that was the breakthrough that the Punjab Blues desperately needed, and it's brought up by Naveen on his 3rd ball of the over. And just so Kennard with a strike rate of 245 is giving out over the double.
4 balls, 4 balls.
Replay of the wicket coming up there. So that will improve the morale of the Punjab Blues. So the incoming batsman is Sean. Frank Sean. He'll be first in the game with a score of 81 for 2 and 6.4 overs. So we're scoring well over 10 over. Actually, it's 13 and over. No sight screens at the ground. Probably don't need them with all the greenery. So you just see the white ball against the crops there in the background. It's great to see all the farm buildings. So we're set in the field now. The power play is off. We've got a much more defensive field. We've now got 4 people on the boundary. So the power play was very effective for the 22-yard team, picking up 81 runs in 6 overs. And he just taps that down, gets off the mark, and Sean is off the mark. For 1 run, score moves on to 82 for 2. So now we have a deep mid off, deep mid on, square leg, deep third man, mid wicket on the boundary, and also extra cover, deep extra cover. So 6 people on the boundary now. And then Xavier Marshall just almost run out there, quick singles. I saw Frank Sean running earlier, and he was limping a little bit, so the quick singles may be a bit of a problem for him. The strategy was right to do singles while you got 6 people on the boundary, but the bowler may not be up for it, so we'll see what happens. So they pull out a chat, and Xavier Marshall was probably told to not overdo it. So Haveen now the bowler, he's had 1 over for 17.
Yes, sir.
Coming up against the new bat. Xavier now on 23, Sean on 1. 7 overs done. Haveen gets that one on the length, but he's picked up and gets by the fielder on the boundary there for 4 runs. So Gary Bhullar, who's funded this. Have an impact on local cricket. They take a quick single. So they truck goods all over the country, and
Slams it in short and picked up beautifully there by the bat. Got right underneath it. 4 runs. So Xavier now moves on to 27. Oh, sorry, that was Sean that hit that. Says Sean picked up 4 runs as the score moves on to 92 for 2. Got a lot of great support here in the tent today. A couple of engineers. 2 people scoring. That's great. Thank you. I think coming round the wicket this time, trying to attempt an edge there from Sean, but nothing doing. Slams that one down a little bit harder. Almost a wide, but nothing doing. So Shrikant, the bowler here, at 24 off his last over, so mishit there by Sean. And a misfield, but no run. So we've moved on under the tent here at the MCG as we feel a little bit of rain coming on. So 22 yards, Kennard Lewis, opener, picked up 53. Xavier now moving on, late 20s.
Bowler name is Naveen, right?
All of the bowlers having a hard time.
Yeah.
So Asian, the new bowler, hits ball 1 over 16 for no wicket. Right arm round, I think. He hit right back at him, and there'll be another 4, another boundary. Had to duck underneath that one. Score moves on to 96 for 2. A lot of the scores in Los Angeles were in the 160s. 160 seemed to be the winning score. So we'll be at 100 here in 8 overs, and the outfield is relatively slow, but that doesn't make any difference when you powered over the boundary for a 6, such as you've just seen. Nice shot there by Sean. He's going to go long as often as he can because he can't run very well at the moment. So no quick singles. There'll be lots of boundaries. So he's handing his helmet over to the teammate, and shows that he's probably not too intimidated by the bowling at the moment. And from what we've seen of the wicket, it's a very dead wicket. It's very hard to get any pace off it whatsoever. So it'll be interesting to see how 22 yards handles the wicket when they come into to bowl. Anyway, Xavier now moving on to 37 in 18 balls. He's had 4 4s and 2 6s. Good defensive shot there. Playing the ball on its merits. Xavier showing they can defend as well as attack. So Aksan now on his 4th ball, and they hit there to the leg side, just a quick single. Amble singles seem to be fine for Sean. to Xavier now on 38. Will he pick up his 50? Score moves on to 103 for 2 in 8.4 overs. So the projected score rate at this point is probably around about 210, unless we get some more wickets. Catch taken in the outfield there. Showing the outgoing batsman.
No one can have that.
2 yards at 103 for 3. A much needed wicket there by the Punjab Blues. Made hit by Sean. At least the fielding has been it's the first catch that was available in the field and it was caught. So fielding has been good. So next batsman in is Stephen Quattro. Findlay Sean was out for 5 and Xavier Marshall is now on 38. Joined by Stephen Quattro. He's back defensively. So Anson here now having a much better second spell. 27 runs for 1 wicket. He came into the this over at 17 for no wicket. So just 10 off that over. Taking guard here. So after 9 overs, we're at 103 for 3. With Stephen Quattro. Tries to cut that one off, but nothing doing. So Cameron, the new bowler, he had a good first over at 6, just 6 off that over. So he's been the most economical for Punjab Blues so far. Again on a length. It'll just be in actual fact, the outfield is very slow, so if you're going to have a strategy here, hitting the ball long rather than just along the ground is probably the way to go. Score moves on to 104 for 3. Cameron, nice length ball. He's cut and stopped by the gully there. And now we have a bit of a bowling duel here. Nicely pitched up. This one he hits fine. The third man, and they pick up a single. So Stephen off the mark. Cameron now just 2 off the over. Drops this one on. A little bit short. Stay fielded there by number 11. And a couple more runs. Pitches it up. Trying to tempt the batsman, but plays it straight. So that's the best over for Punjab Blues. Kamran now just 5 off that over, 11 off the 2 that he's bowled. So he's proven to be the most economical. So at 10 overs, we're at 108. So Kamran Sheikh now showing the way with just a 5 runs off that over. All the rest in double digits except for Naveen Stewart and Ali Shafiq. Hanson into bowl. Gets over the gully there and pick up a single. Score moves on to 109, 10.1 over. Again, projected rate to 218 at this point. But we've lost a couple of the major batsmen, so that's likely to come down to about 180 or 160. So Xavier Marshall now on 36 and Stephen on 5. Stephen Cushrow. And Son into bowl. Right arm, it's actually left arm over. Bowling slow and on a length, which is probably what's needed on this wicket. So Anson doing a good job of tempting the batsman. Good job of keeping the runs down. Slams that one down a little harder. Nothing doing. Lost that out a little bit more, but this will go for a couple. Oh, the leg side. Xavier Marshall there pushing it off on the leg side. This time he punches it out to the off and picks up a single. Good piece of running that by the 2 batsmen. Score moves on to 112 for 3. There's 1 ball to go here for Anson, and he has 1 wicket, 31 runs at the moment. And beautiful shot there, right over the fielder, and 6 signals. So Xavier moving the scoring along again. As the score moves on to 119 for 3, and Xavier Marshall at 45. So will he make the 50? That'll be 2 in this innings with 22 runs. So the first wicket was down at 26 with a run out. The second one in the 80s. Oh, a miss. Came out the back of his hand. What's the umpire going to signal on that one? Dead ball. Okay, score. So Ali. Al's the bowler. Xavier now on 51 and Stephen Kershaw on 24, sorry. Score 143 for 3, 14 overs done. So starting the over again, it pushes that one down fast and beautifully on the offside. Batsman couldn't play it. Bowling fast, medium pace, right arm over. Xavier tries to punch that out on the onside and misses altogether.
He's from which state? He played like
Ali's 16 in his first over, so far doing not better in his second. Punches that one down a little bit shorter and Xavier takes a quick single. Nice economical over so far. Just what Punjab Blues needs. Slams it down and Krishna pushes that out to the offside, but nothing doing. Good piece of fielding. Again, an excellent. He slams this ball down as he grunts, as it tries to put that movement on it as well. Great over there by us. And just 2 off that over. Most economical over of the match so far. So 15 overs, 143 for 3. So the run rate gone down just a little bit. Less than 10 now.
140. 140. 140.
Cameron now back on and right arm over. Punched out to the offside for a single. Stephen Kushner, 25, and Xavier Marshall on 52 now, which makes him the top scorer. Out there. Cameron goes back to his run-up.
Yes.
Overpitched, and it's picked up by the batsman, and it's 6 runs all the way. Beautiful shot. So Xavier Marshall with that 6 moves on to 58 as the score moves up to 153. Xavier having a good outing in this in Ohio here. Yet to find out whether it's the first time he's been here or not. And again, it hits it hard. And will this go for 4? Yes, the field is there for 4 runs. So 10 runs off 2 balls. And score moves on to 154 for 3. As Xavier begins to put the Blues to the torch here a little bit. 62 runs now. Stephen Kushner on 26, still facing Xavier. Again, he picks that one up and for another 6 this time, so 16 runs off this over. Beautiful shot. So he moves on to 68, and he's cruising right now. To this over, Cameron was the most economical over for the Punjab Blues, so this is a little bit against the grain of play.
We'll get it, Ali. Don't go. Ab madhyam, we will get it. Wait.
Fielder's just getting set after chasing that 6 way out of the boundary. And again, he picks it up again for this time just a single on the onside. Actually, going to be 2. They're going to run it. They've had 1 run out today already. Well run. 2 runs on that onside hit. Score moves on to 162 for 3. Nice shot there by Marshall. Picks up another single. And that's the over. And he also picks up the batting again. So now at 16 overs, 163 for 3. So Xavier Marshall now on 71 and Stephen Kadwaro on 26. So the run rate at 10.19, 7 extras, 163 for 3. So 22-yard Sultan has plenty of wickets in hand, but Xavier Marshall is certainly upping the tempo here a little bit at the MCG. He's forced to play that defensively. As Naveen's back on, he's almost for 17 runs, so he's had a good economical run for the Punjab Blues. See what Xavier does to him. This time he hits it to square leg, and it looks as though it went 4 runs into the soybean patch right here in Ohio. So Xavier now on 75. Will he make a century? That's the question. He's definitely got the overs to do it. Score moves on to 169 for 3. So Naveen getting tagged on that one. Slams this one down, and we're going to have another 6 here. Goes, bounces off the fence behind, which is part of the baseball field, which is at least 10 yards behind the boundary. So you can see the size of that hit was quite enormous. And score now moves on to 175 to 3. Xavier hitting sixes all over the place. And this one he just dabs down for a quick single. Gully there, well run. We've got two fit runners between the wicket. Scored 176 for 3. 16.4 overs. Naveen jams this one down and it's picked up there by Stephen. Just a single. Fins it off his face there, down to the leg side. That's the most bounce I've seen out of this wicket in the whole innings. So it lofts it a little bit and it's picked up. And it's going to be 4 runs. Score moves on now to 181 for 3. So Xavier Marshall now on 80? 88. Joshua also beginning to motor on 27. So I think Xavier's going for a century. Certainly be punching his credentials for the US team by doing so. So Ellis now back on and draws a single. Stephen Fisher up to 28 and Xavier Marshall on 88, just needs 12 for a century. Slams that one. It's got in the air and it's being, and it is caught. So Xavier out at 88 with that catch in deep outfield there. Well short of a century. An excellent innings though, lots of sixes. The score is on 182 for 4. Well batted by Xavier. I'm sure he'd have loved a century, but he wasn't going to let that stop his aggressive batting. So Xavier 88 and 49 balls. Caught Cameron and bowled Ali. Strike rate of 179. He had 4 sixes, and 7 sixes, and 6 fours, 7 sixes in that innings. So it was a very aggressive stroke play that brought in those runs. And definitely the strategy to go on this field, because the outfield on the ground is very slow. The grass is a little bit longer than you see in Woodley and in Los Angeles. So boundaries are at a premium here. That was just a hit very close, almost took out his off stump. So we're at 17.3 overs now. They're going for another wicket here, if we can get one. To push out on the onside for a single. Damien out of face. So Stephen Kushner crossed over with Xavier Marshall on that last one. So 2 balls left in the over, 183 for 4. Ali's just trying to slam this ball down. He's been quite effective with it. He had grunts every time he releases it. Gets some tremendous movement on the ball as it lands as well. It's kind of what we call an arm spinner. Uses his body a lot to get that movement. 184 for 4. Last ball of the over coming up. A single on this one, probably 2 if they rush. Alright, 2 runs on that one. Score moves on to 186 for 4. With 2 overs to go. So 22-year-old Sultan, they get their name from the Sultan franchise in Pakistan. Predominantly West Indian team.
18 overs, 186. 23.
Short ball there, and it's going to go for 4.
No, it didn't.
Oh, it didn't. So let's go now 187 for 4. Naveen bowling again, picked up again on the onside this time. There'll be probably a couple of runs there. Nice slide there by the fielder. Score moves on to 189. Slams that ball down, and there'll be a single on the offside. The score moves on to 190. So Naveen doing a good job of keeping runs down on this penultimate over. That one's short, and it's picked up by the batsman. And it's going to be 4 runs. So we move on to 194 for 4. Still got plenty of wickets in hand. And 8 balls left for this innings. So Naveen, 6 runs off this over, 7 runs. 1 for 43. That one's for wide. I think we'll see the umpire signal. Two wides on this one. 3 wides. Ooh. 3.
20 wide. Wide and 2.
Yeah. 3 runs off that, a wide and 2 runs. Score moves on to 194 for 4. They're going to break the 200, I think. 197 for 4, sorry. That one's better length. Batsman clips it off his pad for a single down to the leg side there. Score moves on to 195. So at the end of the over, 198. Sorry, yeah, one more ball to go. We had a wide. No. Batsman picks this up, we make the 200. It's just a single, so 199. The last over coming up. Yeah, it's been a consistent, aggressive play on the part of the 22 yards team. Just keep the pressure on Punjab Blues all the way through this game. It's got an average run rate here of over 10 runs and over.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So it's getting quite chilly here. It's almost like English conditions.
Go buy some jackets.
It's the last over, which will be bowled by Sankeeth. And then there's your 200 up, and it'll be two runs. As the boundary on that side is quite a distant one. The score moves on to 201 for 4. So Sankeeth has bowled, this is his third over and 26 runs, no wicket so far, and another run, slowed down by the long grass here. And get another couple of runs there. Score moves on to 203. So they kept their projected rate as well, just under at the moment, but so they haven't slowed up since the first 2 overs. So Punjab Blues has to work on combinations that can slow down runs a bit. I think that will be the best lesson from this game so far. This one's short and it's picked up. Will that go for 6? Yes, that went for 6. That was just too short. So got to keep the length. So that's another 20-yard retrieval. So it'll be half of that ball to come back. The baseball barrier is being quite useful today. So we move on to 209 for 4. 3 balls left. That was a much better length and just a single off it. This wicket is a tough one. It's a punishing wicket for bowlers because it's slow, it's hard to get bounce out of. Anything short, punches up for the batsman. So now they're scoring 210. So it's going to be a real test for the bowlers, I think, throughout the competition. And that was an excellent ball, blocked there by the batsman. It's just they pick up a single. Score moves on to 211 with the last ball coming.
One good ball, brother, one good ball.
Drops it on a length, the batsman picks it up, and there'll be no run. So the innings for the 22 yards team, 211 for 4.
with Punjab Blues and a target of 200.
Left.
Push boy! Boss wants to see you.
I'm in trouble?
Someone is.
This man betrayed our trust.
Do it. You saved my life. We are going home.
I don't have a home.
Not yours. Mine. I can't change your past. But I can offer you a purpose. For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world. I believe in you.
All right, what do I have to do?
I gotta get in my zone now. The 3 challenges of the warrior. I'm on a new level.
The 3 challenges in the what now?
If you survive, you will gain access to our knowledge and our power.
Cobra is coming.
What's Cobra?
A shadow organization devoted to global revolution. I've been following you for some time.
Do I know you?
I know you, Snake Eyes.
Join us. This is your destiny. Wish boy! Boss wants to see you.
I'm trouble?
Someone is.
This man betrayed our trust.
Do it. You saved my life. We are going home.
I don't have a home.
Not yours. Mine. I can't change your past. But I can offer you a purpose. For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world. I believe in you.
All right, what do I have to do?
I gotta get in my zone now.
The 3 challenges of the warrior.
I'm on a new level.
The 3 challenges in the what now?
If you survive, you will gain access to our knowledge and our power.
Cobra is coming.
What's Cobra?
A shadow organization devoted to global revolution. I've been following you for some time.
Do I know you?
I know you, Snake Eyes.
Join us.
I'm on a new level.
This is your destiny.
I'm on a new level.
Jurassic World Dominion. Experience a special extended preview only on F9 and IMAX.
You copy? I can't see you! Take my hand now! Burn it! Grab my hand! Ah!
My grandmother was right.
Okay, back on here with David Sens. We're indeed here at the MCG in Ohio. That's the Marianville cricket ground. And Punjab Blues now in Tibet, facing 211 for 4, so they'll need 212 to win this. And I think we have Asif here, Mohammed Asif coming into bowl. puts it down on a length, offside, just beautiful, drops in. Very well balanced run. And he is getting some lift on this ball. Excellent bowling. So already 22 yards is showing they got a bowling attack that has to be contended with. I chatted to Mohammed earlier, and he said he's been in the United States now for about 9 years, but he's very modest about his play. Drops that one in a bit shorter. So we're seeing one of the world's best bowlers, 10 years on, still doing damage here in Ohio. Captain just had no word with him. Probably spotted something of the batsman. So the batsman is Zishan facing right now, left-hander. And he picks that one up beautifully. And it'll be stopped on the boundary there. So we're in the power play, which means that the first 6 overs, you only have allowed 2 fielders on the boundary or outside the 30-yard circle. The 30-yard circle is marked on this field. And so it's designed to make play more interesting and give the batsman more opportunity to score. After 6 overs, then you can put as many as 4 fielders on the boundary. So Zishan off the mark with a single there. Slams that one down right into the torso of the batsman. Daniel. A variety of balls that Pakistani bowlers have become famous for over the years. I was chatting to Mohammed earlier. He said he'll be off to Michigan and Washington DC after this to play in the minors again. So a nice economical first over. 3 runs off the over. Picked up, short ball. Will be the first boundary for the Punjab Blues now. Just short of the boundary. So Zishan now on 3 and Jackshran on 1. So after the first over, 5 runs off that over. To win this match, we need at least 11 and over. So Punjab already starting behind a little bit. Zia, the new bowler. what I noticed with the Punjab Blues is they were chopping and changing their bowling. They weren't able to settle on to a pair that could contain the runs. So we'll see what happens here with the 22 yards Sultan team. Pops this one down on the leg side, beautifully taken by the wicketkeeper, and it's a wide. This one's much better line, and just tapped out there on the offside for a single. So it's getting quite cold here actually at MCT. Temperature's down probably around about 60. No cross breeze, potential for rain. As the score moves on to 7-0. Adjustment there of the field. We've pushed the fielder outside the 30 circle. Bring in the ball on into the 30-yard circle. He's hopping a bit. Sean, I think he's playing injured. Zazir into bowl again and slams this one down on a length. Just tapped on the offside for a couple of runs. Yeah, boundary. It's just like a little tap and on down the slope there. Score moves on to 11. Do you play local? Zero into bowl again. And it's a catch. Caught there on the offside, the left-handed batsman. And quick strike there by the 22-yard Sultans. The score is at 11 for 1.
Batsman him. Well,
There's Sean, the batsman there. Just getting a boundary here. Tried the same shot and got caught.
these guys run the tournament.
So Asif back onto bowl. That one's over pitched and just drops the head of mid-wicket fielder there. And then that's on the left. So Uwat on 1 and Jaskran on 1. Score 14 for 1. Coming in right arm over. Picked up on the outside. Just a single. We'll stop there by the fielder. So John Lewis here in front of us, 69. He was playing on the Somerset Cavaliers in Los Angeles. And, big man, big, strong hitter of the ball when he's batting. So score now 15 for 1 after 2 overs. Still falling a little bit behind. At least 11 and over. Great stuff. Straight to the fielder, offside. Yeah. They were at about 22, so you're in good shape. So Mohammed Asif, yes, staying in the flow. Drops up. And the ball was dropped. Mohammed was bowling that. Went very high off the mishit there by Punjab Blues batsman. Jurassic World. Lucky to survive that. So Mohammed is resetting the field a little bit, bringing in putting a fielder on the boundary at mid-wicket. All the rest of the fielders in close. Right on the length, jams it. So 22 yards, Sultans doing a good job of containing Punjab Blues at the moment, even during the power play. So this is when they need to get the runs. At the moment they're at 7 and over. Mohammed keeping the runs down. Again, right on the length, they try to lift him over. There'll just be a single on this long grass. So Mohammed picks that up. Allows the umpire to inspect the ball. So already the strategy here is for containment bowling, the same bowlers, not changing them as the Punjab Blues did. This one right on the length again, and this one at misfield. Two off that, 18 for 1. Words of Shabash Nudu from the pavilion, which means that things are going well. Score at 20-1. On a length again. Just hit there by the batsman, tries to hook it to leg. Picks up a single. Nice economical over again. Just the scorecard for the 22 yards team. Marshall 88, Kenneth Lewis 53, and Bradshaw 45, 46. Shafiq bowling 21 for 1, and that's it, 41 for 1. So the bowlers had a tough time with the Punjab Blues. That one is hit for 4 runs. Score moves on to 25 for 1. Much needed boundary there for the Punjab Blues. Right over the mid-off boundary. A little bit short. No run off the ball though. Zia still bowling, so 22-yard Sultans maintaining their bowling partnership. Beautiful shot.
6.
That's 6 runs to the offside off Zia. That moves the score to a healthy 31 for 1 now. The Punjab Blues pretty begin to pick up their rate here, which is great for them. So Jackaran now on 18 and Bhullar on 5. First 4 of the wicket was at 11, so got a partnership there of 20. So Zia getting tagged in the second over a bit. 7 off the over. Excellent ball, well taken by the keeper, and a wide. When I say an excellent ball, it was a good length ball, but it was obviously offline. That's 2 great stops by the wicketkeeper. Very athletic. Diving to his right. And a hook shot that is not going to go for a boundary, surprisingly. It wasn't timed as crisply as it could have been. So they pick up a couple of runs instead. The score moves on to 34 for 1. So the batsman claiming that he's had 2 beamers bowled at him, and so the umpires are consulting as to whether it's a beamer or not. It's not a beamer, it's just over pitched, and it goes all the way for 4 runs. Beautiful shot on the leg side. So the score moves on to 39 for 1. Defensive play, back to the bowler. That should be. There's one more to come. So Josh ran now on 24 and 14 balls. There's 2 4s and 6. The strike rate of 160. Good little innings. And again, a hook to the picks that up beautifully, and it's 4 runs. Oh, it's 6 runs. It's judged to 6. So it made it into the soybean patch. So a nice aggressive batting over for Punjab Blues. As they take the score on to 45 for 1 after 3 overs, or 4 overs. $45. Yeah. New bowler, Mohammad Asif off, and new bowler is Rayat. Shahran took a single off him on the leg side there. Ball's too short, and it's tagged for 4 runs at least. 6 runs, got right underneath it. It's hard to see on that boundary, it's so distant. It's a big hit. So, Punjab Blues putting some punch into their attack now. Catch up a little bit on the scoring rate. Now the score is 52 for 1, and beginning to match the 22 yards team at this stage. So Jack ran now on 36. Definitely beginning to get comfortable in this batting it, but he's asked for a helmet. that one on the volley, and it's going to be another 6, I think. Beautiful. So, score now 58-1. Punjab Blues fighting back hard here. Around the wicket this time. Changes sides. Trying to avoid getting tagged for a 6. So Jacaranda now on 42 runs innings, and partnership that's now put on just under 50 runs. And good length ball, quick single. Again, straight to the field, and that looks as though it could be a run out. It is a run out. So that was unfortunate. So the score now 59-2. Ziyashan.
Hey, fielder name. Bhullar. Fielder name.
Yeah, batsman Ziyashan 7 on 6 balls.
Fielder name.
Mashan is the one that got the run out. That's 2 run outs in this game. 1 on each side so far.
Ravi. Can you mute that? Ravi bhai, batsman name. Bowler name.
So Moti, the new bowler.
White cable.
There's the worm chart showing that scores now are even at this stage. Punjab Blues doing a great job of catching up there, thanks to Kasran's third bat. He's still there to do damage. So let's see how he handles Moti. Moti bowls right into him. lady bowling left arm round the wicket. And he gets tagged there for just a couple of runs in this case. So this brings a new batsman to face. Score now 60 for 2. Jack Schwan on 43. Daring shot to get off the mark. Daring because it was right, ball was on the wicket and he swung, swept it to the leg side. Dabs it down, trying for a quick single. Very bright cricket here. Rotating the strike, keeping things moving. Driving the runs where they can. Putting out on a good length. Just another single. Pushed away to the underside. Clubs that one over 4 runs. Over 4 runs over mid wicket for score now 67 for 2. Quite a few bat changes in this innings. Jack Schwan tries another bat. So John now on 6. Another great blow to the leg side. That's another 6. So Cashman really having a field day out there. Takes his score on to 51. So Punjab Blues now really beginning to punch back. Score to 73 now. 2. This is looking like a match now. Punjab is certainly trying to put the pressure on at the moment. So Rayad getting tagged 20 in this first 2 overs. Another single. So Jack Ryan now moving on to 52. Score 75 for 2. And, John facing. Play and a miss. Excellent ball. John trying to find his line. It's good length. Tagged away on the offside for another single. Score moves on to 76 for 2. And he tags that one again to this. Just drop short. Good effort there by Rayad to try and pick up a wicket. Change of pace. Score now at 72 for 2. 7 overs. So the 4th over here shows the Punjab Blues really getting a breakthrough. Ball up to the batsman and they've just ambled a single on their leg side there. Score at 78 for 2. Pushed out to the offside now. No single. Oh, a lovely sweep shot there over in mid-wicket boundary for 6 runs. It's just 6 moment left of that. Gorgeous shot. I think the best shot of the day actually so far. Beautiful sweep. Great anticipation. Lovely to watch. A lot of runs coming from the quadrant today. And again now he punches this one out in the offs. Going for 2. The batsman sends his partner back. Being well aware that last time we tried that there was a run out. So the score moves on now to 85 for 2. John on 9 and Jackson on 60, and he's picked up another one. Oh, and it went straight over his head, and it's 4 runs. That was a pretty hard field. I mean, he actually had crept down to stop it and it bounced right over his head, so that it hit a mound there somewhere. So, batsman luckily picks up the 4, I think. It should have been a single. And on we go. Nice forward defensive shot, rarely seen in this game. So good Akesh, the bowler. The score now on 89 for 2. 8 overs. But it's a projected rate of 200, so so John Ross Campbell, 15. And another lovely hook. It'll be just a couple of runs. It went high rather than carried. But that'll put him on 91 for 2. So Coachman now on 63 and Campbell on 15. And some real crisp hitting right now from the Punjab Blues. They're doing an excellent job keeping this run meter ticking over. Pick up another boundary there. Score moves on to 95 for 2. Bowler asks the fielder to stay on the boundary. Outside the off stump on the bowling, just a single off that. So it's an interesting turn of events here. We've had in the power play, Punjab Blues were really kept at bay, but they've suddenly broken out after the power play, which is unusual, and really begun to start hitting out hard and fast. And there's another huge 6 by Campbell. And now he moves on to 23. And the score moves on to 102. But Campbell really beginning to amplify the scoring at the other end as well. We're going to have a competitive game this way. Slams it down and it's picked up beautifully by Campbell. Strokes it to the offside this time. They decide not to take the other single. Just keep it at the 1. Showing a lot of respect to the fielders. Scored 103 for 2, 8.5 overs. Slams it down right on the length and pitches it out to the onside. And the single. It's the end of the over. 104 for 2. win this game. Change of bowling. We're going to have Sean come on now and Mark Stephen, the new bowler. Right arm over. Coming off a short run up. So the off stump, almost a catch. Good piece of fielding there by mid wicket. Some good bowling here. Stephen doing a good job of containing the batsman at the moment. Top edge goes 2 runs by looks things. So the batsman played right underneath that. Scored 107 for 2. John 22, John Campbell, Jack Shaw on 69. Good there on the boundary. So Mark doing a good job now of keeping the runs down. Staying on the off stump. Forcing the batsman to cut. Small singles. And that's the over, 108 for 2. So Punjab Blues, the halfway mark, they're in control of the game. They've got 8 wickets left, and they could definitely win this. Bhullar doing a great job with the ball. The rest being tagged a little bit. tightly outside the off stump. Cash the bowler. And he's tagged that one. And that will be 6 all the way over the extra cover there. So the run fest continues here at the MCG. Punches that one to the offside. Decided the better taking the second run. We're still 7 runs on this over. Cash 27 now for no wicket. Loud appeal, nothing doing. Cut a full toss there, no run doing. Slams it down wide, it's going to be a wide. Bit of a wild over here by Krishnan. Just when the batsman picks up underneath that, and it'll just go straight to the extra cover there for a single.
Punjab Blues are 118 runs after 11 overs with loss of 2 wickets.
Expensive over there by Ganesh. $118 for 2. Fine to go. Swings that one from the off out to the leg. Goes again to the extra cover. They're going to go for the second run. 2 runs. Tempting the arm there of the fielder. So Mark Stephen coming on to try and staunch the flow of runs here. Again, they're forcing. Mark really tried hard to catch that. The batsman got used to hitting on the leg side and took one on the off and just hit it very, very high. Unfortunately, Steve wasn't able to catch. It was definitely a hard opportunity, but it was an opportunity. This time goes. Oh, and it's dropped. Lewis drops it.
No. Oh, no, it's not a thing. No.
So, an over that produced 2 great chances. That was the second one was a lot easier. He stopped to 6 though. Again, he hits the ball hard, and another miss by the same fielder. There's something rough out there. 6 this time. That was a much harder opportunity. But, Blues got his hands to it. So Radhakrishnan, Josh Curran tempting fate there. 78 runs now, and then John is on 35, and again he's hit that ball hard. So sixes coming all over the place at the moment. Punches that out to mid-off, no run. So Mark Stevens had a rougher second over here. With nine coming off that over. So scored 128 for 2, 12 overs now. Punjab Blues right on target at the moment. In the game. There's 8 overs left. A change of bowling here, reset of the field. Batsman blocks it, goes directly to gully, no run. Makes the batsman reach for it on the offside, and again, no run. So Gudakesh doing a good job of containing the runs at the moment. Pitches that one right up to the bat, just for a single. There's 3 good balls here. Again, wide on the offside and containing the batsman. Doing a good job of that at the moment. Could be a crucial over. Wraps him on the pad. Coming down the wicket. Nothing doing for OBW. Quick, economical over so far. This time he manages to get his bat on it, but only for a single. And that's exactly what 22 yards needed to contain the Blues. It's the first time they've done it in about 5 overs. So score now into 130 for 2. Game's going to go all the way down to the final over. Mark Stevens now back on, doing the same thing, and that's going to be a 6. Straight off the bowler's foot. Good piece of fielding. Anything rather than a 6. So 136 for 2. Mike Stevens blocking that shot. This time Campbell picks it up and hits it for 4. Through the mid-off boundary there. Score now to 140 for 2. Mark getting tagged a little bit now. He's bowling a little bit shorter on the offside than the previous bowler, and the batsman's able to get a hold of it. This one's too short, and it's been slammed for 6. And straight through the fielder. Sam's there. Another good ball opportunity. So that was just a short ball, and then got tagged. So John Campbell now on 56. So it's a 100 partnership. Excellent partnership on the part of these two. John Campbell and Rash Karan. Better ball. Pitches that up a bit. Just a single. $147 for 2 with 1 ball to go on the over. Too short, and it's going to be hit for another 6. So the quadrants moved up a bit. The previous 6s were coming in on the fine leg boundary. Now we're going on to the mid-arm boundary. But the 6 nonetheless. So Campbell asking for a new bat. He's probably rolled that one out with all those 6s. So the 153 for 2, 5 overs left. Just about another 50 runs needed to win this game. So it's just 10, score rate of 10 and over. A couple of $153 for 2. So Mohammad Asif now back onto bowl. He's certainly had 5 off his overs so far, so let's see how he does. First picks that up, just 2 runs. He's a beautiful bowler to watch. He's very fluid in his run-up. No stutter steps or anything. It's years and years of toil here. Bowls well within himself. And on the run-up here. Slams it down. Just a single. right outside the off stump. Batsman moved over to the offside to tag that on the left, just trying to counter Asif's offside bowling. That was a smart move. He moved before the bowler delivered as well. A little cat and mouse going on out there between these two very experienced cricketers. Again on the off stump, but this time batsman just guides it to the off for a single. But Mohammed bowling very much on a length outside the off stump, and he's hard to get away. So he's definitely showing a way to staunch the flow of runs. As the score is now at 159 for 2. The last ball of the over coming up. Down it comes, and
$160 after 15 overs with a loss of 2 wickets.
so Jack right now on 86 and Campbell on 55. So Xavier Marshall in the previous innings had 88 before he was caught deep. Will we get a century here from Jack Tran? Scored 162 with 5 overs to go. Sean on to bowl, resetting his field, bringing the mid wicket around a bit. Some green covers, very deep mid on, mid off. Moving the square leg over. There's a big gap there on the leg side now, so I'm just going to aim on the off. There it is. Trying to split the fielders there. Lewis gets his body behind it. Giant of a man. And it's a single. Campbell launches out for 4 runs, very close to being a 6. pushes that one through. Took Campbell by surprise there. Change of pace. Campbell picks it up. The field has to move quite a distance there from the red wicket to field. Intelligent over here by Sean. Don't want to hit hard. And there's a catch. He's finally out. He dug that one in and the batsman hit underneath it and they got the desired result. So score 168 for 3 now. Going batsman got 50. It's got 63. John Campbell. Put Damien and Bill Sean. Sean deserves that wicket. He had a very quite a very series of balls there, different lengths, different line. Definitely working the batsman. So excellent innings by Campbell. Managed to get 4 fours and 6 sixes there. With Cameron coming as the new batsman. Played 9 matches, got 334 runs, 7 wickets. So he's an all-rounder.
168 for 3.
168. 4 to go.
15.1. 15.5.
John Lewis, they're asking for an update because they're obviously getting. They want to obviously won this, the 20-yard Blues. Quickly off the mark there. Cameron. Scored 170 for 3. It's the end of the over.
Punjab Blues 169 runs after 16 overs. We've lost 3 wickets.
This comparative graph set to put out by Quick Clubs is very helpful. And you can see where the Punjab Blues have pushed through on the 5th and the 13th over. So the 22-yard Sultan team is now doing a good job of containing the Blues, and they have to find another way to bounce out of it. So Jack Ryan now on 89, close to a century, facing the new bowler, Ryan. Just a single. Field is changing. Of course, they want somebody who's not lame in that area. Gully. Point. Covering a lot of ground. With this offside attack, obviously the cut's going to come into play quite a bit. 22 yards strengthen the offside field a bit. And that one is wide. It's a bit too much on the offside. And a nice down on your knee shot there for a couple of runs. The leg side there to extra cover. The score moves on to 173 for 3. Cameron now on 3 and Jack and Shires at 90. Beautiful shot again is coming. Getting right behind the ball, coming low on his watches to do it. Cameron showing very stylish quality at the wicket here. So, a possible Centurion facing us. And he's hooked that one. Question, is it a 4 or is it a 6? 4 runs. Moves on to 94. Score moves on to 178. So it's a nice, very competitive game. And with Jack Shire in there. Punjab Blues in a very strong position. So he's 22 yards, needs a breakthrough right here. That's stopped on the boundary just for a single. That's one way to do it. Good fielding. So right here, try and keep runs down. The 6s in the over. Digs that one out and misfields. Going to get 2 off that. But could have been a close to a run out. Took the pressure off entirely.
Punjab Blues 181 runs after 17 overs for the loss of 3 wickets.
Really can't tell which way this game's going to go. 181. 3 overs to go. Batsman's called for a new bat. Perhaps this is a harder hitting bat. Or one with a bigger sweet spot. One thing I've noticed with this level of cricket is they go through bats quite an alarming rate. And the bats are not getting any cheaper. It used to be $200, $100. 10 years ago, it's now moved up to 600 range. Bats from ships now mean a lot more than they used to. So, new bat at hand. Jack Shire tries to get a century. This is his second bat he's used. It's the third bat he's used this innings. Change 2. Wraps him on the pad. Probably a leg by, I think. Yep, signals leg by. Jackson are now on 95. And Cameron on 4. Muhammad Asif bowling, so he's got the hardest bowler to get the century off. Again, comes off the pad. The batsman. Yep. The 3-leg buys in the over off Asif so far. 185 for 3. Oh, and he hooks Mohammed for another single. Mohammed bowling very well. Really a top quality bowler. Wicketkeeper does a brilliant job of stopping that, but it gets by him. Nonetheless, it's a great running between the wickets. So that was a wide and 2 runs. And still Jackman is on 95. But the score has moved on to 188 for 3. So we've had actually 5 extras in this over. That is just a drop down single. Excellent over though by Mohammed. Changing his line and his length, pace. A lot of experience. Still 189 for 3 with 2 balls left, including a wide of course. And he bowls in. Absolutely castles that wicket there. So Cameron out on 6. And possible Centurion on 95.
Yeah. 23 in 2.1. 23 needed in 2.1.
So the 22-yard Sultan team, morale raised by that great piece of bowling from Mohammed Asif. And Stewart now into bat. Asif just got 1 ball to bowl in this over. Asif dropping it right onto the. Oh, close call there for the batsman. field adjustments to the stumps. So Naveen is the new batsman. Stuart.
Punjab Blues 190 runs after 18 overs with loss of 4 wickets. Punjab Blues need 22 runs with 12 balls to win this match. 22 runs and 12 balls.
Yeah, sure. The last 2 overs, we've got 22 runs needed. Going down to the wire. Great over there by Mohammad Asif to keep the pressure on and pick up a wicket. And 3 of the runs were leg bys. So the 4th wicket fell at 189. 4 wickets at 11, 59 and 160. So that middle order partnership of 110 runs really helped the Punjab Blues to a strong position here at the finish. Beautiful partnership. Kanchara and
22 runs required of the last 2 overs. I think Jaskaran holds the key here for Punjab. It's the set batsman on 96. Mohammad Asif bowling a great spell, bringing the 22 yards back into the game. That wicket in the last over was crucial. Rayad is new bowler, running in to bowl the 19th over. 22 required of 11 deliveries. Anyone's game from here on. That's a shortish delivery. Rayad, Emrit. 2 dots there were very crucial, critical stage in the game now. Should give the strike over to Jaskaran, I would say. This is high in the air, could be a chance. Bowler getting underneath it. Easy catch. Naveen Stewart gives away his wicket.
Correction, 22 runs and 9 balls.
Rayad Emrit picking up a wicket there. Bowling 3 dots now. That brings Jaskaran now on strike. 22 required of 9 deliveries. Jaskaran holds the key here for Punjab, the set batsman. Bowled well. Fuller delivery. Hit towards long on. This could be a tight single. Suicidal. Jaskaran had to get back on strike. Some controversy here, trying to determine who is the batsman to leave. They decide Jaskaran has to leave. Very well played by Jaskaran. Disappointed to go out. He was the batsman to be on strike. Did the right thing, trying to get back on strike, but very disappointed though. Played a great knock though, dismissed for 95. Harpreet was the batsman there. Didn't come through for the second run. Showing all his experience here, Rayad Emrit. Didn't have first three good overs, but when it mattered the most, showing his class. Excellent over there, just conceding one run off that. They needed 22 of the 2 overs, but only conceding one run off that. Great over there, Barayat. Almost sealing the game for the 22 yards team. Sean Finlay to bowl the last over. Need 21 runs the last over. Get a single of the first ball. Harpreet will now face 20 runs required of 5 deliveries. That'll only be another single. And that wicket of Jaskaran was a crucial one. Harpreet had to get him back on strike. This is a big strike. Going over the boundary for 6 runs. $13 more required of 3 deliveries. This will be a dot. So they will need 2 sixes of the 2 balls to end this as a tie. Good comeback there by the bowler, bowling a great Yorker. One more dot here, or if he can stop a boundary here, that would seal the game. It's straight to the fielder, covers. Only a single. Barring any no balls or any extras, this game seems done and dusted. Great comeback by 22 yards, restricting the Punjab team for 200 runs. Win by 11 runs. Let's look at the batting sheet for the Punjab team. Jaskaran leading the way, scoring 97 runs, kept them in the chase all the way through until that unfortunate run-out incident happened. But they were in the game all the way. Ross Campbell giving him good company, scoring 63 runs. But they fell off in the last 2 overs, needing only 21, but that run-out seemed to be very crucial. Had a great game though, this first game. 22 yards, winning by 11 runs. Seen a great first game. Thanks for joining. We will come back. There's another game here, 22 yards playing back-to-back encounters here. We will see you in a little bit. Thank you.